I've made friends with. People are taking selfies with me there or talking to me about how they're glad they met me, and I'm setting up the backpack camera to capture Payne's DJ set when something unexpected happens.
Go ahead and raise your hand, and I'll kind of run over because we only have one mic. And we also don't want to like block off walkways and stuff, and then comes a fire hazard, and then we all have to leave. So like we're all going to behave. The other thing I want to say is, this is Twitchcom, but we would appreciate no live streaming.
Really?
Really? Yeah, really.
What about Payne's DJ?
Well, Payne is streaming himself. That's different.
From here?
I'm being serious.
No, from here.
Listen, we're not going to start until Nevis puts his camera on.
All right.
The pressure is on.
Bye, Chad.
But he's streaming from this backpack, just heads up.
We're not streaming from anywhere.
I felt something in that moment, and I couldn't tell what it was. And it wasn't until after I talked to some people about it more that it was the feeling of public humiliation. Like the first time I've ever felt such a feeling in my life. It was super awkward. Everyone's heads and eyes swiveled to me, and I'm just over here not caring about their Q&A session where they will dodge people's questions anyway. I'm just there for Payne's DJ set and nothing else. And initially, I didn't think that interaction was that big of a deal, but my phone started blowing up as my friends that came with me to the event turned to me and whispered to me, "Are you okay? That was weird. What the hell is that? Bro, I got your back." I checked my phone, and there's people messaging me who had been watching the live stream up until that point, commenting on how rude that was, how inconsiderate that was, how it was public humiliation, and on and on. So I'm feeling a little overwhelmed at this point. I go to the front of the venue away from everybody else with my streaming setup and some of my friends. And at this point, I think Payne in the Axe is also a little stressed out because, he can't stream his DJ set despite being told he was allowed to, which got me a little upset for him. After a while, as I'm filling my friends in on the other bullshit that I've talked about already in this video, I get approached by the community manager for a one-on-one conversation, which prompts my friends to go somewhere else in the venue. And I get asked if I was angry about being told I couldn't stream, or it was how I was asked to not stream. I told them word for word, I don't give a shit about this ESO meetup. I was only there for Payne and TwitchCon, which is why I'm there in San Diego. And yeah, it was pretty rude. It was pretty inconsiderate, given the many other options that they could have gone with. Why not pull me aside and ask me to not stream? Or, I had run into them, by the way, while I was streaming and walking around San Diego the day before, and they could have told me that instead. I mentioned that my anger is due to a buildup of many things, and not just this one instance, which just seems to be a pattern of being dismissive of me as a human being.
So, I read a lot of comments about Nesfas, that he's been looking grumpy, not being so positive for quite a while now. I mean, let's look at it, guys. To be honest with you, can you blame him? How can you not understand why he's been looking so moody with a game that he's been for so many years doing content creation, trying to build huge groups of raid teams and improve high-end game, giving ton of feedbacks over the years of how to make ESO great again so that it doesn't get stale and have the problems that the game has now. It'll be more than several years now, and if you go back to Nesfas' channel creation, look at his videos, look at his older videos. You can see not just his videos, but any content creator over the past years who have left, or even 8 puppies who's still here now, have mentioned about the game and boy, was Nesfas wasn't wrong at all. I mean, I was naive a bit when thinking about why is Nesfas acting up? Why is he so moody? But after doing research and being open-minded and listening to his older videos, boy, was he on the spot with everything going on in ESO right now. So in conclusion, many may be like, so what? So what if he leaves? He's just another content creator. Move on. We're still going to continue to play this game. What's the big deal? Sure, but the big deal is this. Any ESO player who's been playing this game for years, who's in endgame, who's in PvP, who has been venting to have an endgame in PvP for so long, right? The frustration as a community has grown, and it's grown even stronger. The pudding in the cake was seeing the combat developer not know any way how to combat in PvP. That just was the put into his kick to anyone who saw that stream, which is now you probably can't even find it unless a content creator has saved it to their computer or something. And many have over the years vented of the frustration, and Sauce has not responded, ignored feedback from any fans, gamers in the community, and just straight out naive with any improvements. Sure, they have improved some things, but the bare minimum. What has happened to Nesfas just really shows everyone who in the community who has questions sent us about this game and how it's being set up. And now we have the answers. All those fans' fears and insecurities are finally answered with this video, with what Nephis has shown and why he's leaving. So with that being said, I have one thing to say to Sauce, ZENIMAX, step your game up. No more stupid mistakes, take criticism, and get good.